by the Detroit Pistons. Lakers will play tonight at home against Memphis. On the court tonight at Staples Center is DeMarcus Cousins. Now, ESPN is reporting, as well as multiple media outlets, that DeMarcus Cousins will be the person that is waived by the Lakers to make room for Markieff Morris. The Lakers are at the maximum 15 players, plus they have 2 on 2 ways. So that means they have to cut somebody to sign a player. Keep this in mind, though. DeMarcus will remain a member of the Lakers until Sunday. Why? Because that's when Markieff Morris clears waivers and becomes eligible to be a free agent and thus signed by the Lakers. So, interesting conundrum here for the Lakers, who have DeMarcus Cousins. He's presumably out for the season after the ACL injury he suffered over the summer. As we bring in Steve Smith and Sam Mitchell to discuss this, there's 2 conversations to have here. Number one, what does Markieff Morris, who averaged 11 points, shot a career-high 40% from 3, add to this team? And number 2, should DeMarcus Cousins be the player that is waived in this scenario, Steve Smith?
Well, let's start off with Markieff Morris. He's a guy, toughness, Sam.
Yeah.
A guy who has some size, some versatility defensively, who can shoot the 3. And it's another body. Still not I would say, the type of player that I thought the Lakers should add. I thought a guy that could create for others, get some other guys some easy shots. But you're picking up a guy, Markieff Morris, and what you're getting rid of, I'm not sure if it's DeMarcus Cousins or it's Troy Daniels. I thought that was a name that everybody was talking about. I don't know if Cousins will be ready for the playoffs. But if he is, Sam, I wouldn't be releasing him. I'm not sure, but obviously the Lakers know because of that type of talent. If he's ready to give me even a couple games.
But he hadn't played. And coming off of ACL and then coming off the injuries that he had the year before, it's just asking too much to just thrust him into a playoff situation. And plus, Troy Daniels has been playing and he can make a 3. And you know that if you're playing with LeBron James, you need all the shoes you can have. But I like the Morris pickup. Look, I would like to have seen them add a ball handler, a guy that can create more when LeBron James goes to the bench or doesn't have the ball. But you're talking about a guy that's going to add depth. He's a good 3-point shooter. He has defense. And then he gives them an opportunity to play small ball but still be big. And what I mean by that is when Anthony Davis goes to the 5, now you can have Morris at the 4. He can still shoot the 3, defend bigger guys. You got LeBron at the 3. So you're still big and athletic, and you still can knock down shots. So I like the move. And again, it's going to have to probably be DeMarcus Cousins. He hasn't played all year.
Well, let me ask you this, Sam. We're the Clippers. Go on here and let me have him.
Well,
let me have him. Come on over here.
Well, what are you getting? I mean, you're getting the guy that hasn't played. Look, I wouldn't be so afraid of DeMarcus Cousins.
I'm not afraid of him,
when he missed 82 games. He missed 82 games.
But you never know. I just might need he can win one game.
Well, but think about this. Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee has played their role perfect for the Lakers. They've shut down the paint. They're pick and roll. They're catching lobs. They're scoring. They're doing all the little things that the Lakers need from the bigs to do, and then they're not demanding the ball. So, again, with DeMarcus Cousins, you're going to get some touches.
You can stay in L.A.
Fellas, keep in mind, the Clippers wouldn't have to waive anybody. They do have one.
They got a roster spot.
Available.
I'm keeping him so nobody else can get him.
Here's our 9-game night around the association. We're just a couple of minutes away from taking you back out live to Minnesota, where we have a good one coming right down to the wire between Boston and Minnesota. We'll also continue to check in on these late games. San Antonio went on a big second quarter run to take control of this game at the half, and a good one here between OKC and Denver. The second place Nuggets trying to avoid back-to-back losses after losing in overtime right before the All-Star break. Earlier tonight, Luka goes for 33 as Dallas hands Orlando a home victory. That's bad. For Washington, it's not as bad that they lost because the team they're chasing lost as well. Washington blew a 16-point lead tonight to Cleveland, and a celebration tonight in the nation's capital as J.B. Bickerstaff earned his first win as Cavs head coach.
First win in Northeast Ohio for head coach J.B. Bickerstaff. Northeast Ohio. One more time. Automatic 3, work on 6. 1, 2, 3. Automatic 5, 6.
Look at the coach now. They're going to look at the players. And so it was a great win for the Cleveland Cavaliers and for J.B. Bickerstaff, who's a good young coach who hopefully finally going to get a chance to grow with the team. He's always been in an interim situation. but now he seems like he's going to have a chance to grow with this young coach.
And I hope so, Sam. I mean, when you look at him, he's been coaching for a long time, even though he's still young. Like you said, it's always been after another coach gets fired.
Yeah.
He just needs to get a chance. That's all you want is opportunity. And he did have guys playing hard, and he will demand that those guys play hard.
For his dad.
Good for him.
NBA life.
And I played for Bernie.
I worked for Bernie.
And JB was assistant coach. I will one day JB got all on me. I said, "Whoa, young fella, easy."
Pops can, but not the son.
He can now.
A couple of moments away from going live to Minnesota for the final 2 minutes of the Celtics and Timberwolves. The team that the Celtics are chasing in the standings right now, the Toronto Raptors, got another huge.
Is not afraid of the Milwaukee team because you have to remember, they still have that mental edge over the Bucks from last year.
Toronto
He's scared with those 3 wing guys.
29 points tonight for Gordon Hayward. And here's the situation we have in the East standings, where you have the Bucks running away with it, right? Last night destroyed another opponent. And coming up on Tuesday, 1 versus 2 in the East on TNT. Milwaukee is in Toronto to take on the Raptors, where they're a really tough team to beat. But then the question becomes, okay, nobody's probably catching the Bucks, but what's going to happen 2 through 6 in the Eastern Conference, where it's really a bottleneck? Can the Celtics catch the Raptors? Will the Heat be able to get out of this little funk that they've been in? The Sixers, we saw them play really well the other night against the Nets, but that was against the Kyrie Irving Nets, and the Sixers were at home. So how much did we learn about them here?
Well, one thing we did learn, look, that was almost a scary loss for the Sixers with no Kyrie Irving, but one thing we learned, when Joel Embiid makes up his mind and plants the flag 17 feet in or in the paint, look, for all the talk about the big man demise, it's Joel Embiid and the Joker's job to get on the block, start punishing these little 3.69 hybrid centers, and then you're going to have to go get the beef. You're going to have to bring some big bodies in there to guard these guys, because the Joker and Joel Embiid, when they plant that flag in the paint, hey, it's hard to get them out of there.
What I love about Joel Embiid, he did it at the All-Star game. He started posting up, and then without Ben Simmons, the whole offense, like you said, Sam, was around him, but he didn't settle. And if you don't settle, you said it best. That big body, you got to at least collapse, and guys get easy buckets and lanes to offensive rebounds.
And Smith, even when he gets tired, just throw the ball in the post. They don't know he's tired. He takes one hard dribble, the defense gonna trap, and just move the ball, and now you're getting wide open threes in the opposite corner.
Fellas, update real quick here in Minnesota before we take you live to Target Center. The lead for the Celtics down to 4. Now it's down to 3. And Jaylen Brown has just fouled out of this game. He's had a monster night. Brown, 25 points, 8 rebounds. He's done for the night. We're moments away from taking you live to Minnesota.